We just remind you that all our top stories are on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move, please visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Of course, you can also interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. So if you have pictures or videos to share with us, tap on the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and then follow the instructions to share your reports, pictures and videos. Well, the establishment of mega distribution centers to streamline chaotic drug lines would help guard against the influx of substandard products. Well, this is the view of the Director General of the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control, Dr. Paul Ohi, who has called for greater private sector investment in the pharmaceutical industry to tackle the challenge of counterfeit drugs. Dr. Ohi urged Nigerians to be on the lookout for those who extort money from unsuspecting victims under the guise of recruiting into NAFDAC.
The rural areas are unfortunately where most of the masses are more vulnerable, because most of the people who reside there are poor, most of them are uneducated, and that is why you see fake products sold in those places, sometimes expired products. And if you go to a local market in the rural area, that's where illegal advertisement of herbal medicines. One medicine they will tell you can cure all. It can even help you pass an exam without going to school. You see somebody standing on the car roof and holding the medicine, because people are poor and sometimes do not have good access to quality medicines. We decided to partner with local government chairmen so that they can help us in those areas. But we are working actively to encourage the private sector to invest in this sector, so that they will build enough drug distribution centers that have controlled temperature, humidity, manned by qualified pharmacists. And of course, the NAFDAC official will be there with the truth count to monitor the quality of medicines coming into the drug distribution center and also leaving the drug distribution center. From that mega drug distribution center, they will go to the state drug distribution centers. That's the current state medicine stores will be state drug distribution centers. The medicine will be monitored, the chain of custody will be monitored as it leaves from the mega to the states, and then monitored all the way to the consumer. That is what we are planning to do. But we want to do those things, and once we have enough of these centers, we will require that all medicines that are manufactured and imported must be sold only in these centers, where they are well monitored and well preserved under appropriate temperature.
Director General of NAFDAC there, Dr. Paul Ohi. 6 people, including an orderly to the serving Senator Benga Obadara, have been wounded after a shooting spree in Irekuru local government area of Ogun State. The crisis was said to have erupted when members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers disrupted a senatorial meeting organized by a faction of the All Progressive Congress. The victims are currently receiving treatment at a private hospital in Abeokuta, the state capital.
Narrating the ordeal, the senator representing Ogun Central Senatorial District and the House of Representatives member said they were attacked during a meeting to sensitize members of their senatorial district on the forthcoming registration exercise of the party.
When I got there, I saw thugs. When I say thugs, these are members of Nigerian Union of Transport Workers. They were there, they were throwing bottles, stones at me, and I tried to talk to them. Now, what is the problem? They said, the chairman said nobody should hold any meeting here. And I told them, I said, look, this is a senatorial meeting, you are invited, you can join us. This is not a secret meeting. And they were even telling me that if Obadara should come here, they are going to slaughter him, that they are ready to kill Obadara. An attempt to shoot me, my escort had to defend me. That's why I was shot in the stomach and the thighs, badly. Can you see the situation? Why are we killing ourselves? What is it for?
It is rather unfortunate that this type of thing will be initiated by
by those that were supposed to protect lives and property.
Honorable Adeyemi also accused the State Police Command of failing to do its job, an allegation the Police Public Relations Officer has debunked.
The Commissioner of Police in Ogun State is compromised. He is not with us. He is not ready to protect the interests of Nigerians. The IG should do is providing cover for the state government. We are calling on the IG before it is too late.
Our men were affected as well. A civilian was affected. An innocent citizen of the country. So we cannot take the matter lightly. We are going to investigate the matter.
In the meantime, the state governor has absolved himself of any involvement in the attacks. In a statement signed by his special advisor on media, Mr. Shola Balogun, Governor Amosun condemned the act and the allegation. In his words, "The news of the alleged attack was shocking to me. All the leaders of the All Progressive Congress, as well as chairmen of our local councils, were in Lagos to celebrate Baba Bisi Akonde. It is even more curious that some chieftains of our party would choose a time to honor a revered leader for another meeting. The motive is certainly questionable." He also says, "The alleged thuggery has all the trappings of a stage-managed event, with the aim of attempting to take over the machinery of our great party through subterfuge. But we will not be taken in by such blackmail."
To a different sort of troubling story, the hilly town of Idonre in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria, has been thrown into mourning with the gruesome murder of a middle-aged man, Oriola Akinduko. Oriola, a carpenter, was allegedly killed by one Olushola Akinifesi for having an affair with his concubine.
The hilly town of Idonre in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria, is popularly known for its natural and historic landscape. Oftentimes, the ancient town makes the news because of the presence of several cultural sites which have attracted tourists from far and near. But the news of the gruesome murder of a middle-aged man, Oriola Akinduko, is certainly not good for their image. Oriola, who was a well-known carpenter in the town, was allegedly murdered by one Olushola Akinifesi, whom he accused of having an affair with his concubine. At the victim's home, sympathizers are seen wearing a mournful look, while Oriola's widow, Aina, fights back tears as she recounts her husband's last moments.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò lè dá omi tó bá ti mí bá ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa jáde lẹ́nu ẹ̀ tó bá ti mí bá ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa jáde lẹ́nu ẹ̀ wọ́n sọ pé ìwọ Ọlọ́run níbi olójú ẹ̀ wà.
The story is not different at the home of Pa Felix Afolabi, father of the deceased, who says ill health hindered him from attempting to save his son.
When they give me an information here, I don't know where about. I never go there. Because I cannot move. I cannot stand to move.
Tunde Akinwa is a neighbor of the Akindukos and gives an account of what may have transpired.
They said that a man and a woman, that they had they slept here, but another man came and they said that man macheted that woman. He macheted the woman and then he macheted the wife too. They say that the both are not married. That just a boyfriend and girlfriend.
When Channels Television visited the Ondo State Police Command for comment, the public relations officer of the command, Wale Ogodo, confirmed the arrest of the suspect, saying investigation is ongoing. The hope of the residents here is that this will not be a case of yet another unresolved murder.
Well, market women and commercial drivers in Oredo local government area of Edo State are protesting the high levies they say have been imposed on them by the council chairman, Mr. Osayo Obaze. They say they've been asked to pay 3,000 naira each to pay off the pending 6.5 million naira electricity bill accrued over the past years. This amount, they say, is too high as it exceeds the outstanding bill.
On the streets of Benin City, vehicular movement has been disrupted. This comes as no surprise since this group of protesters consists of commercial drivers who have parked their vehicles and resorted to walking to be heard. The women don't have much choice since they say their stalls have been locked by the Oedo Council Authority for their refusal to pay 3,000 naira to offset an accrued 6.5 million naira electricity bill.
My shop has been locked because I've not paid 3,000 naira. They use their padlock to padlock my store. But we pay. We pay 2,000 naira. I have no lights. I'm not using lights. I don't know what I'm going to pay that 2,000 naira. I don't know my brother. I don't know the reason why we are paying that 3,000 naira. As you can see, I'm not using lights here. This bar has been bad for over 2 years.
Their grievance comes as a surprise to the local government chairman, Mr. Saro Obazi, who says the matter had been settled before now.
They stopped meeting. I said, let me come and meet with them in the market. I formed the market association and the traders union of the market. They all sat, met with me, and PSA, we met and agreed that 3,000 will be paid to offset the bills, they were owing NEPA.
For the taxi drivers, Mr. Bazi explains the necessity of their 5,000 naira levy being registration for operation permit.
By the time you have similarities in vehicles, you identify them will become a problem at the point in time. So that is why we now has the right to give operation permits. That's why we are not giving the stickers to identify them and to also stand or serve as operation permit within our local government.
While the protest and exclamation continue, the residents of Oedo local government area will feel the pinch if this incident leads to increase in the overhead cost of either the market women or commercial drivers.
Well, back here in Lagos, the skyline of the state may soon wear a new look, and this is because officials of the Urban and Regional Furniture Unit of the State Ministry of Physical Planning have begun removing illegal and disused masts in the state. The general manager of the unit, Mr. Joe Boko, said the action is coming after the expiration of an ultimatum given to owners to decommission them before December the 31st, 2013. The Urban and Regional Furniture Unit says over 5,000 of such structures exist in Lagos.
We have done away with the hollow pipe type of mast, like what you're seeing there. What is in there now? It's unacceptable in Lagos. We want a galvanized steel standard mast in Lagos. Fortunately, we have companies doing that in Lagos. All you need to do is to go to them and change. That's it. You know why we're saying so? We have had cases, several cases, not even one, of these structures going down in the face of windstorm, flood, and other environmental, matters. And because we live in a coastal area like Lagos, we've seen what flood and windstorm can do in other lands. Lagos is not an exception. And that's why we're warning. It is better for us to get these things done now. It's not that it's going to prevent accident from happening, but it would have reduced the risk to the barest minimum. So we're using this medium to serve a note of warning to all other users. All other users. I'm talking about the banks, other institutions like insurance companies, oil companies, schools, private companies, small internet users, internet providers. We're using the wisdom to tell them to decommission and commission a new one.